All right, well, hello to everybody that cares about security. Really appreciate you coming into the track today. Um, just a quick intro to the track and what we're going to go through today. This track is 100% security content, really around what we're working on at Filecoin Foundation, what's available to folks in the general community, and how we can just bring security to the forefront of the conversation rather than it to be something that is last talked about. There were a couple of security talks yesterday. But this one is where you can sit and just listen to all of us talk about security. So just a little bit about where we are from a, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Ken Toler, and I'm the head of security at Filecoin Foundation. So really building this track, we wanted to talk about a lot of the work that we're doing to help support projects overall. Just to give you a bit of a timeline around Filecoin Foundation security, we've always had a bit of an audit liaison, some security consultation for projects, and supported all of the ecosystem through bug bounties and things of that nature. In 2023, we started to explore funding some tooling. And then really just in the last 6 to 7 months or so, we've taken a huge leap to try and bring more of this to bear. We've overhauled the bug bounty program, adjusted incentives. We've increased the overall bug bounty budget so that we can support more projects and more systems. We've built out the auditor network, which allows us to gain some efficiencies in auditing and provide those and extend those into ecosystem partners and projects. We've developed the incident response team that is a group or a working group of folks across the ecosystem that participate in responding to incidents and determining what thresholds we want to establish for responding to those incidents. And obviously with a track like this, we want to make sure that we are evangelizing security and highlighting and showcasing a lot of what is going on in the community. To talk a little bit about where Filecoin Foundation is going in terms of supporting the security strategy, we have thought about this a lot, and really what we want to do is support the ecosystem. So we're establishing a service-oriented security effort that allows us to bring Web3 focused support, tooling, advice to teams and projects. And some of the things that we've done to start that is to establish these working groups. So the first two are the Incident Response Working Group and the Filecoin Security Working Group, which is made up of folks beyond the foundation to talk about these two topics in depth. And we also want to make sure that we are providing enough support to ensure the security and hygiene of any developing projects or existing projects. So that includes working with vendors and providers to provide shared tooling through Filecoin Foundation, building out the auditor network, which Cyril will talk about later this morning, working through how to prepare for an audit, working those bug bounty programs and making sure that we're extending that. Later today, right before lunch, we're going to have a bug bounty workshop, which is designed to figure out how we can extend the bug bounty program and some of the successes that we've seen there to the greater ecosystem. And then lastly, what I'll talk about later this morning after we talk about the bug bounty stats and what we've done there is the Web3 application governance and maturity model for security, also known as WAGMs. That is a way that we can really work to measure the security maturity of organizations with a Web3 focus. So we know that there are some things that we have to think about very differently in Web3, and how we measure ourselves against each other in projects and in the ecosystem is really important. And we hope that this will extend beyond the Filecoin ecosystem as well. And then lastly, we'll always be able to serve as a liaison to service organizations and be able to maintain a list of organizations that you can go to for security services. So today we are really focused on 3 themes. This morning, we're going to be talking about the status of things that we've done at Filecoin Foundation, like the bug bounty program. Then we'll go through tools and resources. So there are a lot of external speakers and speakers from across the ecosystem that are talking about tools that are available either for free or open source that you can use. And then lastly, at the end of the track, we'll talk about some things like preparing for an audit and provide some information around legal considerations in Web3. So with that, unfortunately, Parth Shah is a security engineer at Filecoin Foundation. He's been running our bug bounty program almost single-handedly, and once has shared a lot of these successes and how he's grown that bug bounty program over the last few years. And so because he couldn't make it, we have a short video, and then I'll take any questions you might have around that.